I am back. I did the earlier video, kind of a little bit of a more boring video, but I've decided I just wanted to basically do a craft along with me. I got another tea, my favorite. It's my afternoon tea. I only drink 2 teas a day. I probably could drink more, but I try to, because I like 2 teaspoons of sugar in there, and so I try to make sure I don't drink too many. Sometimes I used to drink a herbal tea at night, but I try to get my water in after this. So what I'm doing is I have 2 journals I'm trying to get done, maybe this week. I have this one, she's becoming quite fat, and I'm not finished her yet. And even this one is becoming quite fat, and I've just got about 3 pages left of her. But what I've done in these books, I kind of worked on them. I've got a few things. I cut up a master board earlier, and I've got a few things, some ideas I'm kind of working on for her. I haven't named her yet. I don't know what to name her. I'm not good with coming up with names. So this is the front cover, and I'm going to be, this is going to be full of ribbon when it's done. And I haven't decided if I'm going to put a dangle here or not yet, because with this ribbon, I don't want to take away from this. So this is done. It's just a simple, I thought of putting maybe one more thing in here, and I made something, and I don't know where I put it. Maybe it's still on my desk, on my cramped little desk here. But I made them with you guys the other day, and I was going to make another one, or maybe I put it in another journal, and that's why it's not here. But I know, I think I want to put one of those in there. Then I have this little nice little writing spot, because in my journals I do like all the frou-frou and all that, and I know some people don't necessarily have a lot of writing, but in my journals I do try to do writings. So in here I try to do a lot of like thing, but I tried to put in writing spots in it as well. So then this is a real vintage piece. I'm trying to make sure I'm in, and it's got a little place to write on, so there's a lot of writing on this. So you've got the front, this and this side here, and that's just tucked away in the envelope. Then I made a narrow page. It's fun to do these because you can play around with paper differently. And even on my tags, oh, there's something I got to do. I've got to finish the back of that. Again, I made 2 tags for in here. So, and always on the back of my tags, I try to have some writing. Just a simple cluster. This one I haven't decided. I think I'm just going to leave it the way it is. I might put a little something here just because I'm that way, but it's hard because sometimes, like, I don't really want to cover this up. I might maybe stick a little butterfly. I don't know yet. I have this great pocket that I have to finish this. I'm going to put something in this pocket. Then I made, this is just, and I could put a paper here in it. You could write that on that as well. And it's just got a, so, and that goes inside here. I have to make something to go in here. I had something that I had in here, but it was too big, so it needs to be something smaller or thinner. So I have to think of what I'm going to put there. I did this. This is an idea I got from 507 Willow Journal. It's just a simple thing. So you could take it apart if you wanted to write on the pages. So I left places where you can write. So, and then just a book page in there just to add some decorativeness to it. So it's like a little notepad, and it can be taken apart. And again, this is just paper clipped in. Oop, let me get that paper clip off. And I just put a little tool on the end of the paper clip. And so then you've got, again, some writing spots, and you could write on front and back. Little journaling spots, and I didn't want to cover up this prettiness. At first I thought I'd put a pocket here, but I just like the page the way it is, so I thought, well, we'll just add it this way. So, and then just a little tool up there to add some prettiness to it. I figured I was going to leave this one as is. Now this folds over, and I left this so that it can be opened and written here if you want. You can't do that here, however. And then I'm going to fill that pocket with something, and I'm just going to paper clip it. I just got to put something on that paper clip. Again, and this has got to flip out. Again, these probably I'm going to have a nice tab up here, so that'll add something to it. I just got to decide. I think I know what type of tab I want to. Thing I don't have in a sample one here, I don't think. Even this, it's a little big, but something like this, but with some lace on it. And that, then where did I put it? Then I might stick something like that on it. So that's what I'm thinking for here, because I got to put some tabs on here, but I don't want this type of tab. I want to, it's all very frou-frou-y and so something like that. And then this flips out, some more writing. Then I've got this pocket full. Again, I just got to decorate the tag, put some ribbon on that, and this folds open for lots of writing too. This is what I'm thinking. Where's that one pocket? Dude, this pocket, it might just have to be paper, because that way, and even it kind of slides out. It's just the way it's going to be. Now I've got to find where I took this from. So even though there's not a lot, oops, I gotta glue that. Again, a tag, it's got writing spots with a little pocket here. And this bunches up. And then again, I made a little scrappy notepad, and there's writing on the back of it. So you can just slide and write. Now, I'm trying to have this done this week. Now, the scrappy pad does not always like to go in here very well for some reason. I might have to change that up and maybe put it somewhere else. We'll see. That was fine. Then this, I need to put something here. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do. I might just treat it like a tuck and tuck something like that. So then you can write on this, because it's just paper clip shut. So once you take that paper clip off, you can write on it. So I'm going to put something in there. And then on this side, I did this. And again, it's going to be something for writing in it. I got to put an image here, so that's got to be completed. And I don't know what to do with this. I think I'm going to leave it. It can be written here and written here. This is how, other than the washi tape, this is how it was in the book, and other than this. I did this because it's an old book page, so I wanted to reinforce the edges here, the same with the washi tape. And that's how it was in the book, and that's why I don't think I'm going to do anything to it. I'm just going to leave it this way. Now, if you wanted to, you could write on the other side. Right, it's got its own writing space in itself. I thought that was really neat when I found it in the book. Then I have this pocket, and I pulled out a couple things. I have a journal card already done. But I'm trying to decide if I'm going to make two things the same size, because this tucks all the way down in. But I was thinking, if I have this, of maybe making two this side. So again, I have to finish the back, and I'm going to put image or something on it. But I'm wondering if, like, I have another one to the back of it, and that way they hide each other. Then I have this. I just put this here. I figured I might make a tuck out of it, and that way there's opens writing, and there we go. Then I wondered, should we just leave it where it can be written on both sides? So that's why I've paper clipped it here. Sometimes when I'm thinking things through, I'll paper clip it there till I make a final decision. I have the envelope. I think I want to put one more thing in here. I'm not sure. It doesn't have to be packed full. That way it leaves room for them if they want to tuck in some notes or whatever. And I'll probably do another tab here and put it there, because I make also these type of ones. So I might do a few like this. So any of these plain pages, I probably something like that to the top. Now I have this music page. I put these white ones here thinking of creating a belly band here, and I decided, should I do a belly band in the middle of one and one on the side? So that's there. This I don't have any idea. This I don't either. I made this. Oh, it does fit in there. Oh, good, perfect. I just got to glue this on. Somebody made me this beautiful, they sent me just this piece. And this is why I want a sewing machine, because I love this. And this is the only one I have. So whoever gets this got this one and only piece that I have hoarded for almost a year. And I just have to glue it on. As you can tell, I hadn't given it up yet, but it just suits this doily scrap pad I made. Well, it's not really a scrap because these are full-size papers torn. It just really suits it. So that's going in there. I forgot I had decided that. And so there's that, and it's got writing here. I might do a flip out like I did here to give extra writing, or I may not. Or I might put a nice decorative picture. I don't know. I have this ready. This is just an envelope I put in by itself to create a pocket. And so this doesn't fit in here, so that won't work. But I put a couple things. I think this, I don't know why I put that there. I think this image was going to be, I was thinking of collaging it on there. And I think originally I thought there, that doesn't fit, so we'll find another place. So I need to make a tag for in there. Do something to the back of this still. Or I might leave it and it can be a writing spot. Because without the paper clip there, you can. Then I have this, and again, I didn't know if you could write notes on that, or I might just add a nice pocket to that. I just love it. Again, the other side of that, this is plain. It's ready for a pocket. I put a nice big pocket here with a big tag. Lots of writing space there. I did this fun little pocket. I think it was Leslie on 507, or it could have been Ruby and Pearl that I got the idea. And I was going to put an image on this, but I don't want to take away from this. So then I have this pocket. It's got writing space in it, and it's got another tag with writing space. And even, I didn't want to cover this up. So that's why it's not glued on, and it just tucks in there. I tried paper clipping it to the page, but it's quite heavy, so it didn't really suit paper clip. Then I did this really cool cluster. And she's bending with some piano paper, lace, and a digital and that. And then, again, now you could write here if you had a small little note, or maybe a saying you see or a quote you see. It could be written there. And again, this has lots of spot to write on it. And just tucked in there for some writing. Again, here. The great thing about this, you could open it and take the pages out to write. You can also bend it this way and that way, so you can work with the writing of this one. It's kind of why I like this. Again, more writing space. Again, I'm probably not going to cover this up. I'm going to probably just put a tag. This I got to do something with. This page with that, and then I have my back to do, and then the stacked envelope to do. So, and the back page I still got to do. So there's quite a bit still, and we're going to work on that, a few things in a minute. And again, you've seen me flip through this, and I've got some things in here I'm going to work on. A twisted tangle there. A flip, I'm trying to see where oh, this is what we got to finish. So I have this flip, can write, and a pocket, and I was just in the midst of making this tag. One of the things I learned from Leslie and Ruby and them, a lot of times they don't use cardstock. This is just music paper folded over. I had a scrap music paper. I folded it over. I added some brown paper. You can write right down to the end here of the music paper. And now I just want to add something in here. The reason I was looking, because this has a nice garden here with the birds, a really pretty picture. So I'm trying to think, should I put a lady on that, a bird on it, maybe just some roses. Oops, where did those come from? Okay, so let's decide on this. I put both my kitty cats to bed. Pika was very rambunctious today. Let me pull out, oops, I just knocked something down, but that's okay. Nothing I need right now. So I'm seeing what I have in here first. I need to refill this one. That might look cute there. That might be cute, but what I'm thinking, I don't know where I put them last night, but I came across them. If you give me 2 seconds, I'm just going to put this like this. Easy to get to. I think they're right here. I don't know if I threw them in my fussy cutting folder, as I found them sitting. That would have been the smart thing to do, but I don't think I did that, because that would mean I actually was thinking last night. Oh, even one of these might look nice. Let me bring those over. That could go in a tuck spot. Same with that. That's something we can look at tucking with. But that's not what I was really looking for. I had them last night sitting right on top. Look at that. They were here and now they're gone. They were pretty roses too. Pretty, pretty roses that might looked perfect there. Isn't that just like me? I find it and I should have put it in a proper spot. I was cleaning up baskets and fussy cuts I have everywhere. So that's why I had found it now. Let me just look. Give me 2 seconds more. I'm just going to see. If I don't find it, then I'll give up. Then that we should bring over. Then I give it one more look. I was sure it was sitting on the top of this drawer, but I guess I was wrong. And just as I said something about the flowers, there's something I created that might look nice. Aha, I found them. I knew they were in this drawer. Oh, maybe it's not what I thought it was. Still not the one that I want. Darn it all. Darn it all. What did I do with it? Darn it all. It wasn't the one I wanted. I thought I found it. Who knows where I put it? Who knows? That's so sad. I'll just grab these. I know what'll happen is when I'm done this video, I'll go over to my desk and they'll be right where I thought they were. But I have a pretty rose on here I thought would look good. That I can, if you guys don't, oh, how about that? That might look pretty. Might be too much, too wide. Let's move this stuff. I don't want that, so that can go back in my drawer. That's my fussy cutting that I gotta do. But I ordered the wrong things. And these are just some things I found that I could use to fill up. One of the things I was thinking, I like that. And I kind of like this. Had a really good lunch today. I took some green, a nice orange pepper I had, and I cut a piece of it off, and I cut it into 3, and I put some cream cheese in it. I have on order with Amazon right now. I have to put the order through the everything bagels, like it's almost like a seasoning type thing. I want that just to give the cream cheese. Ooh, there is that we could do. That doesn't look bad. I like it better than that. And then let's just try, fussy cut this out pretty quickly. If I can get it off the paper clip here. That's always the trick with me, is getting it off the paper clip. I have my video uploaded. I have to still put it in Junk Journal Craft and Chat. It takes so long to upload this. Like, I'm doing this now, and I'm going to work on it for a little bit. And because I'm not used to getting up at 9:30 in the morning, I'm thinking, well, maybe at 4 o'clock, I'll sit on my couch and close my eyes for an hour till it's time to prepare dinner. But what I was going to cook for dinner, I forgot to take out. That's how forgetful I was this morning. I was going to make sausages and broccoli and rice. That's the little guy's favorite. So now we might have what I call chicken parmesan soup. It's really easy to make, and I don't have to worry about taking anything out of the freezer. Even though it's not something I should be doing on the dinner time is going to be my hard time for what I eat, because I got to cut. I don't want to be eating the hard carbs at night. But it's still taking time to get everything changed over. I got my breakfast, and eating breakfast is a big thing for me because I don't normally do that. So it's not going to be perfect at first. I'm slowly doing it because it means I'd have to cook 2 meals. And some nights I'm just not in the mood to cook 2 meals. Like if I would have remembered to take sausages out, but I forgot to buy lettuce. Because lettuce here it's not always, see, that doesn't. It didn't work the way I wanted it to. And I think the other rows, it'd be the same thing that I was thinking. They're too wide. But the other roses that I had found that I can't find would have been perfect. But you know what? You do with what you got. This is what I've got. So this might be the way I go. I just think for some reason a fussy cut flower would be perfect. I had to do some more ladies. I make these up. I hunt it down ladies. I will be getting some of these into my shop either tomorrow or Wednesday at the latest, because I'm organizing them out onto digitals. Normally I just print what I want. So I'm trying to lay them out nicely. I do like her, but I think this is also different. Then I'm thinking, where's my gold washi tape? Where did I put my gold washi tape? Oh, no. Where did I put my gold washi tape? I moved it and now it's been in the same place. I found it. It wasn't too far. Because I work on my other desk with my computer. Most of the time is where I craft. This is just where I film. Thinking I'm going to cut this, but I don't think I'm going to do the full piece. So lately this was Leslie, I watched her do this to add a little bling bling. She started putting washi tape. And the thing is, this is not an expensive washi tape. I'm wondering if I do that. Do like that idea. I just need to, I am putting this on no matter what. And what I'm, whew, falling out of my chair again. It seems to be my normal thing, trying to get in and out of this chair. Get my butt settled on it. I just seen something that corner not glued down. Believe it or not, I worked on something. I don't know what I think that's trimmed off of the envelope. And I didn't throw this thin trim away. I was like, oh, and I like adding this now to the simplest spots. I want to pull this down because I'm going to be putting something on the top there. This folded over. Of course it did. Do I want to bring it right up like that? Yep. So now a little glue on it because as you can, it's not. There we go. I'm going to bring this up right along like that. A little bling bling. Just like that maybe. Yep. When I watch Leslie, it's like she doesn't really think when she just gets these things put together so neatly. But I'm always like, she doesn't do a lot of journaling spots sometimes on hers, and I'm that way because I make my journals for writing. Now I should make some, just break out of my box and just do ones for pretty, because to sit on a table. There we go. I mean, you don't have to do a lot to them. And I'm just thinking, I'm going to pull this out. And I'm thinking I'm just going to staple it to the top. And because that's got a lot of green, I thought it would look neat there. And where's my stapler? We'll see. The nice thing when you staple something, if you don't like it, the hard part about stapling this and I don't think I want all those strings hanging. This isn't the best scissors because they're all gluey. Get rid of all that. Mind you, it does. I don't want it all gone because I want it to kind of look raggedy. There we go. And that's all I'm doing. Aha. There's something here that is causing me grief. There we go. And that's how I'm going to do it. And I'm leaving it exactly like that. And that is done. So that can go, oh, except for I see a little spot. I need to stop using your teeth to open that. You're going to break one of your teeth. You don't have young girl teeth anymore. There we go. Oh, and look at that, looks cute sticking over the top of it too. There we go. That's another thing done in here. Now, do I have anything else here? That's done. Oh, is this, oh yeah, that's done. Now these here, I have to find my buttons. I'm going to sew buttons on each side of that. So I just have to, I think I have to make buttons. So that's there to make the buttons. And I think I had something else waiting here to finish. It was this. And I think I was just going to paper clip that on there. This is what I was going to do. Because it's a beautiful vintage book page. And, you know, sometimes I hate, the reason I didn't go, oh, I could still go this way. Because I kind of want that sticking out. Yeah, I can do that. So we can go that way. That's it. I want to go in that way. Let's put this aside for a second and let's work on this. And there's not even much I have to do to this one. And I'm trying to decide. Sometimes what I do when I find that this paper is old paper I found and it was not a lot of it, and I'm going to be really sad because, you know, it's going to disappear too quickly. Sometimes just to help with the thickness, I'll take this and glue this to a book page. That way it just it lasts longer. I'm just going to reach over and grab my book. It's getting almost empty. And then I'm going to use probably it to bind a book in it. But I have to figure out how you bind into, because it's something I got to learn. So what I'm going to do is just to give it a little bit of thickness to it is, now you don't necessarily have to do this if you don't want to, but I just seeing if it'll help with the durability of it. Just give it some extra strength. Excuse me. I get such a dry throat. There we go. And I'm just going to take this, that, and to me, oh yeah, that to me feels better. Even though like this probably is going to rip a little, I just feel like there we go. And even so here, you could add a little something to it if you wanted to. See, that didn't get really glued down well. I should have maybe, you don't always have to ink things. That's just it. You don't always have to. Sometimes I feel like I do. Now I have those. There we go. Move my scissors there for a second. So, and that's how I'm going to leave it because I want to be able to write it. Now I'm just wondering, should I add something here? I know sometimes a nice piece of lace, but I don't think it really needs anything. is really when I wished. Just seeing if I layered. Maybe, oh, it's attached to my hand. Do I have a little piece of pink lace? My scraps here. Change the layering of it. Well, now you really don't see that gold one. No. But I do like that gold. I like it better than the white. See, it doesn't have... I'm just probably going to put it like that. Now again, I could add a button to it. I could put... I don't think I have one handy. I have some right behind me because I just punched them out with some leftover board I was, master board I was trimming up. Oh yeah, maybe we'll just do that. Or does it look better by itself? Nope, I think it looks better without. And we're just going to grab the staple, and voila, it's done. Let's go to the page it's going on. This tassel I made might be too big, so I might have to make a smaller one for it. I have smaller ones. I just don't know where they are at the moment. Where is that going? This one really doesn't like staying there, but it's all the way to the back here. This is going to go here. But now, I don't think I want to. I'm out of gold paper clips. And you necessarily, because I've left this, you necessarily don't have to put the paper clip. You can just do that. And just paper clip it on there. So I think that's why originally I was going to put it this way. I can't do it now because either way I'd still have to. So for now we'll just paper clip it there. We might add some lace to that paper clip, but for now we're just going to do that. There. And then we have to have something for the back side. So we could make funny hanging. Nope. So I think we'll do this. So we're going to make something for the other side. Scoot back into the back of my chair. That was for something. But now I pulled it out. I can't remember what it was for. think that was for it. I think that's what it was for. Nope, it wasn't for anything. That was for that. So now that I'm doing this, I could literally add that all together. That. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Look at that. Didn't even know that I was going to use that. So let's put it all together. See, nothing says that it has to be tags. I've been finding a lot more. I like things like this in my journal. Then I always like making tags. And it's become, and again, it depends on the style of journal I'm making. This has become one of my favorites to make. Oh, do I want that showing more? Because it's hard to cover that beautiful paper up. But and this one I am going to ink around it because I think it'll suit it better since it's already got that nice kind of ruggedness to it. And I keep going back to that. Do I want to go this way with it? No. I do not even know where I got that from. I think that was somebody sent me and I used the majority of it, and that was what was left over. I love this comes off of a sheet. I had it a few minutes ago. Who knows where I put it, but I think it's from Pixie Dust printables, and I love them. Her Etsy shop, I should say. It's one of her printables. And again, I don't have to put something to the top. I can leave it just the way it is, because in this case, when I go to do this, here, that paper clip is already there. What I might do to that is I'm going to put some on there, and what I love about using the writing paper, you have the writing space, and there you go. And it's in there, and that's where it's going to be. She's a big fat thing. And again, if you want to write in her, you can take there's some bulky things in here you could take out. Like, I didn't even put anything on the top of this because I left it like this because I didn't want to add more bulk. So sometimes most of mine aren't tied ones. I try to keep them as flat as possible so that it's easier. As you notice, there's not a lot. There's that one that's tied, but it's more to the top of it because I want it thing along with the lace and everything. So, and I have that to finish. I'm not going to do much with this because this is great for writing. I'm probably going to put just a piece of trim there. You know what trim would have been perfect? And I think, I don't know if it's going to be too thin or it's going to be perfect. And I threw it away, and now I'm just thinking, yeah, it might like perfect there. I like that there. Or I could have put washi tape there if I want, because I want that to this is where my hands get really mucky. And that page will be done. I could have put lace on there too. I might put lace on the other side. There. Just a nice simple scrap. You never know what you'll use those scraps for sometimes. At the same time, I don't want to keep every piece of paper, you know what I mean? So, and then I've got something to do here. Like you can write here, so again, I don't know if I want to put anything on this. I might stick some washi tape along here, maybe edge it with some lace, I don't know. Because you could write along here and right here. That's not going to, there's going to be thing. So I've got a few pages in here to finish, but on the most part, this is almost done. Now, those are things I knew I wanted to finish in there. Now I have some things here. We'll do a few more minutes. I'm going to take another mouthful of tea. Help with my parched throat as well. I had a masterboard, and I did another one of these. And this is parts of the masterboard plus some of it's in there. So these are things. This is the one where I take and I put a little tag on the top of it. That's why I brought it over. I really wished I knew what I did with that one I made, so I could show you. But even here I have things that can be used in those journals already done. I made, but some I have to decide which ones are going to go in the contest one, the giveaway. Let's put that blue up there out of the way. And so I have these, and these again, I always find with master boards, I always miss some kind of gluing on them. This has got a pencil line on it. But lucky I did that because I noticed that this takes away from all that color. But would that go nicely on there? Not really. I have this and I keep thinking how I want to use it. Then I thought of doing this. I might do it like this. And I thought as a pocket. But then I love the song, "Oh, what did you see, my blue-eyed son? Oh, what did you see, my darling young one? I saw a newborn baby with a wild rose around it." It's part of the song, and I really like it. And I keep debating how I want to do it. I thought of turning it into a notepad, but then it's still, I thought of, with Leslie, she wouldn't do anything. Like, she would just put it in there as it is. And she probably, and put an image at the front. And that's what I thought of doing, but I'm always thinking, oh, I got to put, I've got to put, I got to make writing spot. But again, if I, technically, there is writing space, not a lot. So, you know, then I'm thinking a long picture. And I think I have one. Does this look good? But I think it's too, but I have a nice bird one, I thought. Let's look. Jump into this. My computer shut off, so it became really quiet. Do I have a bird in here? Oh, I already have that. But I have that in the little one. I can always use that in there. Oh, that does look good. Oh, perfect. And again, I'm not going to, it's just going to go in there for prettiness. I want to show some there. The other thing I think I should have done is this one side. It's got a little too much white. There, and it's gonna, I'm not gonna do anything more to it. Only thing I might do is put a strip of color or something, a scrap of color in here. If not that, maybe a nice little piece of washi tape would look pretty. And I know exactly which washi tape I'm going for. Just add a little color to the inside. If I can find where it starts. Come on. There we go. That's it. I just feel like maybe the back needs something, but I'm going to leave it for now. Where can we put that in here? Oh, we won't put it in anywhere right now. We'll just put it here. And I'm leaving it exactly like that because you can, there's lots of space to make notes right here. So we're leaving it exactly, I think it looks cute. Exactly like that. Now this one, I made an extra one of these. I had this scrap and I cut it in half. So we're going to go back to this. I know what I want to put on this, but do I have a big enough piece somewhere? I don't think so. These aren't wide enough unless I do it this way. This way. And now a nice image. Wondering if I go with one of my gonna try two different. Now I'm trying to decide if I should put these on cardstock or keep them just on the regular paper, because cardstock does odd bulk if you're layering. She'll look too blah, too blah, too blah. She needs some color. Looking at you'll see how fancy I am with my fussy cutting. I just printed these off last night and another one today. Maybe another background paper in the background of that. It's almost like I'm doing a little collage right now. I think it's too busy. Do I have a scrap piece of paper in here I could use? I'm hoping to have these journals, the two up in my shop, by midweek next week. I bought this digital, but I can't remember from who right now. Where did I push that in more? Do that. Now the black and white might look good. No, see, it's just not coming. The other one came together so nicely. Maybe it's this brown paper that's throwing me. Maybe the nice music paper is just what suits it. That might be the reason. I'm just going to do this. These come from Junk Journal Craft Lena. It's a digital, and I think you get 3 pages of different, like almost like washi tape scraps. See, I think what it is it's the brown paper that's throwing me, or the brown paper needs to be the full size, and I don't think I had any brown paper close by. I do, but I was thinking it was a perfect size to put in a journal. Let me see how I was going to make this paper for my journal, and then see if I get a big enough scrap from it. This definitely is too wide here, so let's see. Tear ruler. Whoop. So it'll probably come off here. Oops. There we go. And now I'll have a scrap. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. Just want to deal with that, get it off. Now that I did that. I think the photos are too small. That's what's doing it. It needs to be a full-size photo, I think. I think I need length is what I need. Length. That's too long. What'll happen is I'll have everything in between. She's too big. She's too big. She doesn't suit it. But can we trim her a little? What you do is you just trim as close there as possible, because I kind of like her. Yep. And I still think it's that brown paper that keeps throwing me off. What if I just leave her like that? You know what? Cut this in half. Brown paper's coming out, guys. The brown paper is just throwing me off with this one. Okay, my lady's up out of the way. And then I'm going to, I think, put it on it. Kind of like that there. But I want to ink. Last time I didn't ink it up, but this time I want to ink it up, because the picture being darker, I think, and more vintage. I'm using my vintage photo distress oxide. And do that. You know what? I'm not going to put that there. Let's glue her down. Let's glue her down. Stop overthinking it. And we'll call it quits after this one. We got a few things done. There we go. Put her down. And the reason why it said not to go with that, I thought of, where did I put it? This is what I meant earlier in my other video, when I want to get something out. I have to work hard to get to it. glasses because now I don't like the knot in it. Can I get the knot out? There we go. And if I wanted to really give it this even more, I could turn it. Okay, I'm still questioning, so I'm gonna leave it there and think about it, because I was thinking of somehow I might need something else there, but I'm gonna leave her. I'm gonna put some kind of bling along her somewhere just to make her stand out. So we did a few things. We got this one done, we got this one done, and we got this one done, and that one done, and we got this one, which it turned out really nice, especially with that sitting up there. So we got a few things done, just a few craft along with me, just a simple, quiet afternoon. Still drinking my cold tea now. Thank you for joining me in this craft along. This is me thinking outside of my box, doing something different than the normal tags. I mean, even could put this to the top if I wanted to, right? So, I mean, I just haven't quite decided what I want to do with that. And try some tags without making tags. Take a piece of paper. A book page is great for doing those with. I don't have any a big enough note page, but take it and fold it in half, and try doing other things other than just tags. They're a lot of fun. I think I have one in here I could show you. Like, this is just this isn't even cardstock in it. I have a calligraphy book. I had a music paper. I folded the calligraphy book over. This is another piece, and I just layered scraps of paper to make that tag. So here's one of the book. This is the music paper folded in half, and I added that digital, put that there, and I had stenciled a little, and then I covered the other side with paper. I mean, you necessarily don't have to use cardstock. Take paper and just, do I have one more like that? I don't think so. This was just a piece of cardboard. I took the cardboard and used it. So, I mean, we don't always have to have cardstock tags. So try using some things that you would normally not do. I don't think I have. And again, this is just paper, 2 pieces of paper together. And it's heavy, but it's not super thick. It doesn't have to be, because she came out of that pocket. Right? So, and that's the same. There's that Sonnet Sweet Rose, and I just glued 2 pieces of paper together to create the pocket and add it to it. No cardstock there. It's just all paper. So, and like this pocket is a piece of paper bag and an embossed paper, and I left it like a side open, like that. So, I've really come to do my tags very different lately, and I find it easier to sometimes do them like that. I really like collage tags. So, and you can see I still do the other way as well. I have masterboard ones that will become tags tonight as well. So thank you very much. Again, you can join us at Junk Journal Craft and Chat. You can see things that I'm selling at Purple Hearts Creations by Chrissy. Thank you for joining me, and have a wonderful evening. Bye for now.